The Rules of Life by Richard Templar. This book is divided into 4 parts. Part 1, Rules for You. Part 2, Partnership Rules. Part 3, Family and Friends Rules. Part 4, Social Rules. There are a total of 106 of these rules, but I'm going to give you 5 rules from each part. I didn't want to get bogged down with so many rules because that would take a very long time to do the video. And also, if you're interested, I want you to read the book yourself. And I'm sure you can buy this thing off eBay. I got it at a Goodwill for 50 cents. Part 1, Rules for You. 1, keep it under your hat. Don't preach. Go about your daily life without having to tell somebody about your positive outlook on life. Prove yourself by providing a good example. 2, accept what is done is done. There is no going back. Too many people live in the past. I suggest that you live in the present. The future is uncertain. There are many different possible futures, but there's only one past. Let it go. You made choices then, whether good or bad, it doesn't matter. You still made a choice. You learn from it, hopefully, and move on. 3, know what counts and what doesn't. Provide a good example to children. Show them values that you display yourself. I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to curse all the time. I mean, he still does. And he used to say, I can say that, but you can't say that. Or he would do certain things. It'd be like, I can do that, but you can't do that. It's a terrible example. Really it is. 4, dedicate your life to something. There are plenty of examples to choose from. And it depends on what you value as success. Whether that's making a lot of money or whether that is personal fulfillment with less money. Whatever you decide, go that route. And I suggest that you don't only go one way. I think you should explore multiple avenues for success or personal fulfillment. 5, look after yourself. Exercise, get enough sleep, eat right. I suggest you pray to God. Do good things for yourself because it's so easy to do the bad things. Part 2, partnership rules. 1, accept the differences. Embrace what you have in common. Everybody should accept each other's differences, even though we're living in a society right now that doesn't really do that so much. We live in an unforgiving, hateful society, and that's dragging everybody down. 2, know when to listen and when to act. Be a sympathetic ear, a shoulder to cry on. Oftentimes, women just want to complain or vent their problems, but they don't really want a solution. John Gray in his book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, had mentioned this, and he said that men are solution-oriented and women just want to explore their emotions. Oftentimes, women don't want a solution, but since we men, we are solution-oriented, we say, well, this is what you should do. Even though she doesn't really want to hear that because she thinks, well, he's not really listening to me. He doesn't understand. 3, make sure your love-making is making love. If you're making love and being loved, it is a natural part of the process to make love. Yeah, I agree with this to some extent, but there are times when women don't really want to make love. They just want crazy sex. 4, keep talking. Good talking leads to great sex. Good talking leads to great communication. Good talking leads to all sorts of things. And the opposite of that, bad talking, leads to destruction. 5, treat your partner better than your best friend. This means not interfering with her privacy and letting her be who she is as a grown-up. A girlfriend or wife is basically a best friend that you have sex with. Part 3, family and friends rules. 1, never be too busy for loved ones. Always put time into your relationships no matter what you have going on in your life. Be there entirely for them. Don't answer your phone when someone calls. The way I see it, don't even have your phone nearby. Leave it somewhere else. 2, keep quiet. Don't judge. Try walking in another person's shoes. Try to exercise empathy if you haven't already. 3, be up around the people you love. No more moaning, no more complaining, no more grumbling. Think positively, act positively, project confidence and enthusiasm. 4, your kids will have friends you don't like. The author says, live with it, don't be judgmental. 5, your role as a parent. Be caring, sharing, responsible, and loving. These are common sense things, but I think a lot of people forget and they need to be reminded of them. That's why you read a book like this, to remind yourself, hey, don't take these people for granted. Part 4, social rules. 1, hang out with positive people. Hang out with people who make you feel enthusiastic about yourself, who make you feel positive. I think this is a preferential thing because who wants to hang around somebody who's always talking about something positive? When in fact there are a lot of negative things as well. You don't want to be in this bubble. You don't want to be in this world where you think everything will turn out great, because it may not. There are many possible futures, and one decision that you think is right could lead you down the wrong path. You have to look at all versions of it, or at least contemplate those versions. 2, be generous with your time and information. Pass on your skills and talents to others. Especially those who want what you're passing on. You don't want to pass on something to people who aren't going to appreciate it or even have a desire to take on those tasks that you present them with. 3, be part of the solution, not the problem. The author says be environmentally conscious. 4, check what history would say about you. What is the legacy you are going to leave behind? This is important for some people, I suppose. It's not important to me. I would rather be forgotten than to have some kind of legacy, honestly. I don't see the point in being remembered down here on earth. I think the most important destination is getting to heaven. 5, put something back. Be generous with your generosity. You don't necessarily have to give money. Just give time, give your skills, like I mentioned earlier. Assist people. Time is valuable. In fact, if you were to ask somebody like Bill Gates if he would give up half of his fortune to be half the age he is now, I wonder what he would say. Then again, he's so greedy he might say no. In conclusion, if you decide you want to read this book, go get it. If not, there are others on the market. There's a lot to choose from. There are many ways you can live your life. No one book is going to provide all the answers. Anyway, that's all I got. Talk to you later. Bye.